This is Devin from D.ROB Fitness, and welcome to a special class sampler for my yoga conditioning class. This is a strength-based class that focuses on enhancing and supporting your yoga practice. In this class, you'll build strength, mobility, and control to help you with more advanced yoga poses through strengthening the whole body with minimal equipment. So let me go over today's workout and what equipment we'll be using. So how the workout is broken down is you will do a pair of exercises, 30 seconds of each exercise for 3 rounds. After the 3 rounds, we will go into a power move where you will do 1 movement for 1 minute. We'll have 3 different pairs of exercises that we'll do, and that will complete our first round. For our second round, we will do each of our exercise, but we'll just do 1 minute of each movement. And then we will finish it off with a 90 seconds of our finisher. But don't worry, you'll be able to follow along with me. So I know that that was a lot, but that's okay. That's why I'm here to guide you through this workout. All right, so for today's workout, all you're going to need is your mat and some yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, what are you doing? This is yoga conditioning. Why don't you have some blocks? But if you don't, you can do body weight, or you can grab dumbbells or plates or anything similar. And for today's workout, we're gonna be hitting our chest, our shoulders, and our triceps, all right? So going over our pair of movements. For our first pair of movements, we're gonna start off hitting our shoulders with a variation of our lateral raise. Start with those arms, 90 degrees. We're gonna go up to the side, then we're gonna bring our wrist up, bring it back down, elbows in. So going elbows, wrist, wrist, and elbows, okay? So that's our first move. For our second movement, because we're doing a pair, pairs 2. We're gonna squeeze our weights together, going back behind our head and pushing through. So doing our overhead tricep extension, all right? So that is our first pair of movements. Going to our second pair of movements, we're gonna take our blocks, squeeze them together like we're trying to smash them. Then we're going to press all the way out, bringing them in. So as we're doing it, a full extension and keeping those elbows tucked in. Then we're going to hinge forward. I know you guys are liking that view. Elbows above the body as we go, and extend it back and bringing it in. So working those tricep extensions. All right, then for our final movement, we're gonna go down to the mat. We're gonna do your variation of our dolphin pose, because like I said, this is yoga conditioning, so gotta throw in some pure yoga stuff. So you're gonna go from that dolphin position, pressing up, coming back down. Okay, so that's the first movement. Then for the second one, we're gonna go into that bear plank. So in that knees hovering above the floor, wrists under our elbows, under our shoulders, as we hold that plank position, working that core, okay? Then for our power movement, so what we'll do in between will be our standard jumping jacks. So you can hop it out or you can step out, whatever you want. This is your workout. So go ahead, grab whatever you need, and let's get into today's workout. 20 minutes straight of work, and then we are done. Going whatever pace you need, as we are going to go ahead, grab our blocks as we get ready to get started with our variation of lateral raises in 3, 2, 1. So going out once again as I'm doing this movement, making sure to brace my core as I drive those elbows up to the side and flick those wrists up. It's nice and simple this first round, as we're just going whatever tempo you need. As we got 10 more seconds. And we're gonna get ready to go into our tricep extensions in 3, 2, 1. Squeezing the blocks together. So you take it behind our head. Make sure we're reaching all the way back as we keep those elbows squeezing in. As always, still making sure to brace our core. There we go. as we got 10 more seconds. All right, getting ready to go back into those lateral raises in 3, 2, 1. Good, shaking it out, going right back into it. So once again, going whatever tempo you need. This is your workout after all. So making sure we're getting those elbows parallel with the ground. We're showing nice and control with each motion that we're hitting. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to feel that burn. All right, getting ready to go to those triceps in 3, 2, 1. Going into our triceps. So once again, if you're wanting to make this a little bit more challenging, make sure you're applying pressure through your palms. So try to press those blocks together. Here we go. Feeling that burn in our triceps. As we just got 10 more seconds, we got one more round. Go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Whew. Going right back into it. So once again, whenever you need to, you can take a second to catch our breath, to shake it out. If this is too much for you, once again, you can go one side at a time. When you do one side, it becomes a little bit more of a mental challenge than a physical. We're gonna go ahead, go to our triceps in 3, 2, 1. Going into those triceps. Once again, making sure we're bracing so we're not dipping into those hips, shooting those hips forward. As we squeeze those blocks together. Whew. My triceps are starting to burn, but that's okay. That's what we're here to do. We're here to do work. All right, putting the blocks down in 3, 2, 1. We'll go into a minute of our power move. So once again, this is your time for your active recovery. Okay, so you can go nice and slow, take a second, catch our breath, or if you're trying to keep that heart rate going, you can pick up that tempo. And this is a great time, if you need to grab a drink, wipe the sweat off your forehead, or keep pushing through as we are 30 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. I mean, who doesn't love some old school jumping jacks? This guy. 15 more seconds. Man, forget how difficult jumping jacks are. Okay, we'll go ahead, grab our yoga blocks or whatever weight you're using, squeeze in together, close grip press in 3, 2, 1. Driving through. Once again, keeping those elbows tucked in as you are pressing those blocks. I want you full extension. So like I'm trying to punch through a wall. There we go. Good, almost there. Getting ready to go into our tricep kickbacks in 3, 2, 1. Tipping forward, elbows lifted as we extend it back. So once again, with this motion, I want you to try to keep those elbows in place. So I don't want to see those elbows swaying. Want them locked in place. As you get that full extension, then bring it right back in. 3, 2, 1. Good, squeezing those blocks together. As we press through. Good. Man, I am working up a sweat, and I hope that you are, as you're burning these calories and working that upper body, all while having a great time. With me, hopefully. We get ready to go to those tricep kickbacks in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Keeping those elbows once again lifted above that back as we're trying to bring our stomach to our thighs. Almost there. In 3, 2, 1. One more of each. Press it out. And at any time, if having 2 blocks is becoming too much for you, you can just drop to a single block if you need to. Almost there. Okay, we gotta kick that. In 3, 2, 1. I like how I just assumed the position. There we go. For some of you guys, I know this isn't your first time in this position. Good, almost there. 3, 2, 1. Putting our blocks down as we go to our jumping jacks. So once again, this is your time. Whatever you need to do, you can keep with those jumping jacks. You can pull it back and grab a drink if you need to. So what I'm gonna do. All right. As we're gonna get ready, in 30 seconds, we're gonna be taking it to the floor. So we're gonna be doing a variation of our dolphin presses into our bear planks. I hope you guys are excited as I am. All right, we'll go ahead, head to the mat. We go into our dolphin position, getting ready in 3, 2, 1. And pressing up and bringing it down. So once again, having our head down as we are pressing through and releasing. If you need to, if that's too much for you, you can just hold that dolphin position. Because remember, with this class, we always have variations. All right, going into that bear plank in 3, 2, 1. Holding that bear plank. Once again, if that becomes too much for you, you can always just go into our regular plank, or you can bring your knees down, but we're still trying to brace our core, trying to be really solid. So we're not just being in that position, but we're thinking about engaging those muscles. So squeezing that core, squeezing those glutes, locking those arms out. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Going back to our dolphin push-ups. My goodness, I'm gonna need to slow down. I'm like burning myself out. I'm supposed to teach you, do all this work. Here we go, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Going down to our bear plank. Holding. Oh my goodness, I am sweating so much. Come on, 10 more seconds. We're almost there. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Going back into it. Here we go. Going down to those elbows. Once again, if it becomes too much, just hold. But if you still got a little gas in that tank, press through. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Going into our bear plank. Holding, squeezing, engaging everything as we are halfway through. Just 15 more seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Good, good. We just finished our first round, going into our second round. So you remember, like I described earlier, for our second round, we'll be doing a minute of each exercise. So now is a perfect time, if you need to grab a drink as we're going through our power move. Once again, you can use this time, keep that heart rate up, or you can pull it back a little bit, whatever you need. As we are going to get ready, second round, 1 minute of each exercise. All right, we'll go ahead, grab our yoga blocks as we get ready for a variation of our lateral raises in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So going out to the side, bringing it up. But once again, as we're going through that movement, we want to make sure we're pausing for a slight second, showing control through all the steps of this movement. So we're not just flying through, but you're showing control. Okay, there we go. Woo! Feeling this burn as we are 30 seconds down, 30 more seconds to go. As we gear up, going into our next movement. For our next movement, we'll be going into those overhead tricep extensions. All right, getting ready to move to those triceps, and 3, 2, 1. But once again, squeezing those blocks together as we go. Elbows in tight, so we don't want those elbows flaring out. As we bring it to the back of our skull. Once again, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, then think of actually actively pressing those blocks together. And if not, that's cool. You know, whatever you want. But we're burning these triceps out as we are halfway through. Here we go. Whew. All right. We're almost there. We got 15 more seconds. And in 15 seconds, we're gonna go into our close grip chest press out. So we're gonna be working our chest while still getting those triceps a little bit. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Press it together. As you press it out, and bring it in. So once again, elbows tucked into our side. As you extend all the way out. So I don't want any little weak arms. I want you pressing through, bring it in. Press and squeeze. Good. Having ourselves a little dance party. That's 30 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. Good. We're just smiling through the pain. Sometimes that's all you can do is just smile through the pain. There we go. Almost there. We're going to go into our tricep kickbacks. Getting ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. Hit our position. Elbows lifted. Once again, at any point you start to get a little fatigued, you can go one at a time so you give that arm a little bit of a break. Good, pressing through. Once again, making sure we're not tilting up, but we're staying in that fixed position. Goodness, I feel like I'm at a rave. It's not because I'm in this position. Almost there, getting ready to 10 seconds to go into our dolphin presses. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Going to the floor. Dropping our blocks down to the side. As we hit that dolphin position. Once again, you can hold it here, or if you want, pressing up and controlling as you bring it back in. And once again, whenever you need to, you can just go and hold that dolphin if you need to. The dolphin in itself is a challenging enough position. Trust me, I know. Halfway, we're over halfway actually. Don't let me lie to you, because I will. 15 seconds, and then 15 seconds, we are gonna go into our bear plank. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Woo. Okay, going into that bear plank position. So knees are just hovering right above the ground. You have your wrist in line with your shoulders, and I'm thinking of sucking everything in, really squeezing those glutes, and really feeling that core contract. So I'm not just hanging here. I can hold this position for forever. But I want to really be bracing and really engaging those muscles, feeling my abs and core fired up. Good, we got this. We are almost there, just 20 more seconds. Making sure we're breathing. I say that as I hold my breath and almost pass out, but make sure you're breathing because we don't want you passing out. Here you go in 3, 2, 1. Take a second as we get ready to go into our power move. So doing our jumping jacks, as we have one last movement we will do, which will be our finisher. For our finisher, it will be one exercise, but we'll be doing variations for it for a total of 90 seconds. So keep moving through your jumping jacks as we got 30 more seconds. I'm gonna go over our power move and you are continuing to do jumping jacks. Don't stop just because I did. What we're gonna do, arms out to the side. We're gonna go thumbs up. Like Devin, you did a great job. I love this class. Thumbs up to you. Then we're gonna go so-so. How my performance was with the actual exercises were so-so. And then we're gonna go thumbs down, like no, we don't want class to end. Okay, 30 seconds of each. We're getting started, thumbs up in 3, 2, 1. So small little pulses. So keeping our arms fully extended. So I want the energy pressing out towards the wall as we're doing small, putting that emphasis on the up. There we go. Like, yes, Devin, you did a great job. Or I should say, you guys did a great job. You know, look at me making it all about me. Now we're gonna go into this so-so. So arms still extended out. So I want the energy pressing out as we are going back and forth. There we go, feeling that burn as you are going side to side. Over halfway there. You got this. Okay, now going into our thumbs down. Here we go, thumbs down like, boo, we don't want class to end. We had too much fun with you, Devin. So once again, putting that emphasis on where that thumb is pointed. There we go. We got 15 more seconds, almost there. Here we go. Almost in 3, 2, 1. Ah, great work. Great work, guys. We totally crushed that workout. And I hope that your triceps, chest, and shoulders are feeling the burn like mine are. If you enjoyed this workout, go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so that you can keep in the loop whenever I'm dropping more class samplers. And also let me know what body part you want me to hit next. While you're here, go ahead and check out my playlist where I have some fitness tips videos as well as some other fitness videos, so some strength videos, some cycle videos, just a whole bunch of videos. So this is your one-stop shop for if you want to train smarter, optimize your performance, and create your fitness blueprint.